The kettle hissed softly on the stove, the faint sound of boiling water filling the quiet kitchen. You stood there, your fingers moving restlessly on the counter as you mixed the herbs into your cup. The spoon clinked against the sides with every shaky stir. Your eyes were red from exhaustion, the shadows beneath them darker than usual. Strands of your hair fell messily around your face, sticking to your damp forehead. But did you stop? No. Did you ask for help? No. Your body was begging you to rest. Your thighs ached, your back burned, and your stomach felt like it was twisting in knots. Every wave of pain made your breath hitch, but you pushed through it stubbornly. You didn't want help. You didn't want anyone, especially Jungkook, to see you like this. You mumbled under your breath, trying to convince yourself more than anyone else. Yin, I can do everything alone. It's not a big deal. But it was a big deal. The cramps were unbearable, and the fact that your period came 10 days early only made it worse. You had barely slept, your head was pounding, and your eyes burned from staring at the clock all night. The pain made you weak, but the thought of calling Jungkook for help made you even weaker. You could already hear his voice in your head, that calm, teasing tone calling you childish or spoiled. He never meant it harshly, but it always stayed with you. You didn't want him to think you were helpless again. You wanted him to see that you could handle things, even when it hurt. Still, deep down, you just wanted him. You wanted to curl up in his arms, hide your face in his chest, and cry until your body stopped aching. You wanted him to wrap his strong arms around you and whisper that it was okay. But instead, you bit your lips and forced your shaking hand to lift the cup to your lips. Yin, just a little more, you muttered quietly. I can do it. From the hallway, Jungkook stood leaning against the doorframe, watching you. His hand gripped the wood, his knuckles turning pale as he took in the sight before him. You, his usually cheerful, stubborn wife, now looked so fragile that it made something twist painfully inside him. You never made tea for yourself, not when he was around. Usually, you would order him around in that cute, demanding tone of yours. Baby, make me tea, you'd say, and he would laugh and do it without complaint. But now, you were standing there alone, pale and quiet, refusing to even look his way. He had noticed the change since last night. You hadn't hugged him before sleeping, hadn't kissed him good morning, hadn't even smiled at him once today. You turned away every time he tried to get close. It was unlike you, unlike the woman who couldn't go a day without teasing or touching him. His lips parted slightly as he whispered to himself, Jungkook, it's not her period. It can't be. There's still 10 days left. He frowned deeply, thinking harder. I didn't do anything wrong either, did I? He replayed everything from the last few days in his head, every word, every gesture, trying to figure out what he had missed. But nothing made sense. The more he thought, the more helpless he felt. You were there, hurting in silence, and he didn't even know why. He took a deep breath, running his fingers through his hair, trying to calm the ache growing in his chest. His gaze softened as he looked at you again, at your trembling hands, the way your shoulders slumped, and how you pressed your lips together to hide your expressions. You looked completely worn out. He exhaled slowly and whispered to himself, Jungkook, let's try one more time. He pushed himself off the doorframe and walked toward you, each step quiet. The faint sound of his feet against the tiles made your heart race. But you didn't turn around. You could already feel his presence, warm and familiar, making it harder for you to keep pretending you were fine. And then, you froze the moment his arms wrapped around you from behind. No warning, no sound, just the sudden warmth of him pressing against your back. The spoon slipped from your fingers and clinked against the counter. You weren't ready for this. His sudden closeness, the comfort you wanted but couldn't allow yourself to take. His breath brushed your neck softly, making your shoulders tense. What else could he do? You weren't letting him near you, weren't letting him talk, and he was running out of ways to reach you. Yin, hey, leave me, I'm working. Jungkook, yeah, I can see that, he murmured, his voice deep and close to your ear. But it feels wrong. You know, you working all by yourself while I'm just standing here watching. It doesn't feel like us. He buried his face against your neck, his nose brushing lightly against your skin, and that tiny touch made your knees almost give out. You clenched your hands tightly to stay still, your heart thumping painfully against your ribs. Yin, I don't see any problem, you muttered, staring hard at the steaming cup. It's just tea. I wanted to drink it, so I'm making it. Simple. You tried to move, tried to pull away, but his arms only tightened, keeping you caged against him. He sighed softly. Jungkook, you know, I don't feel good when I don't do things for you. It's like I'm useless here. Move aside. Let me make it for you. He reached for the cup, but you stopped him, gently pushing his hand away. Yin, I'm almost done, Jungkook. It's not a big deal. His tone changed slightly, lower, careful, yet filled with frustration. Jungkook, what's wrong, Yin? Please don't act like this with me. You frowned, avoiding his eyes. Yin, act like what? Jungkook, you know exactly what I mean. You've been ignoring me since yesterday. You're not even looking at me properly. Did I do something? Tell me. You exhaled sharply, the sound coming out more like a frustrated sigh. Yin, I'm not ignoring you. Just move away, please. Let me. Before you could finish, he turned you around, his hands firm on your shoulders, forcing you to face him. Jungkook, then look at me, Yin. Please. You did. You lifted your eyes to meet his, and the room fell silent. The only sound was the faint hiss from the kettle cooling behind you. He stared at you for a few seconds, searching your face, your tired eyes, your pale lips, the faint flush on your cheeks that wasn't from warmth but pain. Then he said softly, almost breaking, Jungkook, no, look at me with love. You blinked slowly, trying to hold his gaze. Yin, it is love, Jungkook. He shook his head. Jungkook, no, it's not. Look at you. You're glaring at me like I did something terrible. What happened to my Yin, huh? Yin, I'm not glaring at you. Jungkook, stop it. You said, your voice trembling slightly, your patience slipping away. Jungkook, you don't have to tell me you're hurting. I can see it. You stood still, frozen under his touch, your lips parting just slightly. Yin, can I please focus on my work? His heart skipped multiple beats at the cold tone in your voice, the kind he wasn't used to hearing from you. It wasn't just distance, it was emptiness, and it hit him harder than he expected. His chest tightened as realization slowly sank in that something was actually wrong, something deeper than just a bad mood. He swallowed hard, his voice lowering to a quiet, uncertain whisper. Jungkook, okay, then kiss me first. He said it softly, almost pleading, because you never refused his kisses. Your eyes opened wide, and you pushed his hand away, turning to switch off the stove, pretending you didn't hear him. Yin, let me drink my tea, you said softly. His face fell so hard when you refused his kiss, the spark in his eyes dimming instantly. He stood there for a second, unsure of what to say, before his gaze shifted toward the stove. The tea bubbling inside the pot didn't look like your usual green tea. It was darker, thicker, with a faint smell of ginger and herbs. His brows furrowed in confusion for a moment, and then realization struck him like a wave. His eyes widened, his mouth parting slightly as he turned back to you in disbelief. Jungkook, are you on your period, sweetheart? You didn't answer. You simply poured the tea into your cup, your silence confirming everything. That was all he needed. His heart clenched tightly in his chest as frustration mixed with concern. Oh my God, Yin, are you insane? You're working while you're on your periods? Baby, it's my job to take care of you, and you're acting like I don't even exist. You're driving me mad right now. He didn't even give you a chance to respond before stepping forward and gently but possessively moving you away from the counter. Never once in your marriage had Jungkook let you do anything on your period. He knew exactly how painful they were for you, how weak they made your body, how you curled up on the bed and trembled when the cramps hit hard. And seeing you standing there, trying to act fine, only made his chest tighten even more. Yin, I'm not a teenager, Jungkook. I don't need someone to take care of me during my periods. Hey, leave me. Your words cut off when his arms suddenly scooped you up from the floor. You gasped, your hands automatically clutching his shirt as he walked straight toward the bedroom without saying another word. He placed you down gently on the bed, hovering above you with both hands pressed on either side of your chest. His body leaned close enough for you to feel the heat radiating off him, your back arching slightly against the soft mattress. His eyes locked on yours, stern but soft with worry. Jungkook, don't you dare put your legs on the floor until I come back with your tea. You hear me? Your eyes dropped to the blanket, guilt washing over you. You had actually made him mad, and you could feel it in his voice. You bit your lip, refusing to meet his gaze, while he sighed and reached for the pillow. Jungkook, lay down. You obeyed immediately, lying back as he tucked the pillow under your head and pulled the blanket over you carefully, making sure your feet were covered. You gripped the blanket tightly against your chest as if hiding behind it would calm your racing heart. Without saying another word, Jungkook turned and left the room, his footsteps echoing faintly down the hall. The moment the door closed, the tears you had been holding back finally broke free. You pressed your hand against your mouth to muffle the sobs, but they kept coming, spilling down your cheeks. Yin, What the hell? I can't even control myself from crying. You scolded yourself under your breath, wiping your tears quickly with trembling hands. But before you could completely compose yourself, you heard the door open again. Your heart leapt in panic, and without thinking, you yanked the blanket over your face, curling up and hiding completely underneath it, just so he wouldn't see you cry. Jungkook stood at the doorstep, the tray with tea in his hand, already noticing the way you tried to hide under the blanket. His chest tightened. He knew you better than anyone, and this wasn't like you at all. You never got angry, never acted distant without reason. Something had to be wrong. Jungkook, sweetheart. His voice was soft, carrying both concern and a hint of pleading. He placed the tray on the nightstand and moved onto the bed beside you. Sitting cross-legged, he simply stared at you, waiting for a reply. But you gave none. You only burrowed deeper into the blanket, hiding your face. Jungkook, hey, my queen, what's wrong? His voice dropped lower, gentler. He slowly tried to sneak his hand under the blanket, hoping to touch you, to feel you, to offer comfort. The moment his fingers brushed against you, you pinched them sharply. Jungkook, ouch baby. He bit his lip, frowning, though a small tender smile lingered. Let me massage you. I know it must be hurting. Still, no reply came. Then he heard it, a faint, almost inaudible sniff. His eyes widened. Hey, love, are you crying? He gently tried to lift the blanket, brushing it away. Baby, please. He had no options left. You were pushing him away, but his heart refused to stand by. Jungkook, you asked for this. Before you could react, his arms lifted you onto his lap, the movement swift. You gasped, caught off guard, unable to protest. Your body now rested against his thighs, your thighs pressed to his. Yin, if it's my fault, beat me, yell at me, but hiding your pain from me, that's worse. This time, you didn't resist. You let him hold you, let him pull you close, and he didn't let go. He hugged you as if the world might crumble if he ever released you. Yin, I don't know anything, just don't talk to me, you whispered suddenly, your voice small and defeated. His eyes softened instantly. Jungkook, why? I'll fix everything, Yin. I'm at fault, okay? I'm sorry. I hate seeing you hurt like this. Even though he didn't fully understand what he had done to upset you, he didn't hesitate. If holding you, apologizing, and letting you lean on him brought you even a little relief, he would do it without question. Jungkook's hands moved carefully under the blanket, sliding beneath your shirt with a gentleness that made your body instinctively relax. One hand pressed lightly against your chest, the other resting on your lower stomach, moving with precision to ease the tension there. He knew exactly how to touch you, exactly where your body ached, exactly how to make you feel relief. Your muscles softened in his arms, melting like water. Yin, I know, you whispered. You're just doing this because I'm on my periods. You don't really love me. I know you don't. The words spilled out before you could stop them. Your hormones, the pain, the vulnerability, it all came together in one bitter confession. You knew, logically, that he adored you, that he would do anything for you, that he loved you with every ounce of his being. But still, the doubt clung to your chest like a weight. Jungkook chuckled softly, dismissing your words as if they held no power over him. Jungkook, I don't love you, he said, his tone teasing but tender, making your chest tighten. That's the funniest thing I've ever heard, because every single day, all I do is fall more and more in love with you. You froze the moment those words left his mouth. Regret hit you like a wave. You hadn't meant to say it, not like that. Your throat tightened as guilt burned deep inside your chest. Your trembling fingers reached down, unconsciously clutching onto the soft fabric of his gray sweatpants, holding him as if that alone could take the words back. Jungkook's hand never stopped moving. His palms still rested against your stomach, rubbing slow, comforting circles. Even after you accused him of not loving you, he didn't flinch, didn't pull away, as if to show, without a single word, that you were wrong. The realization stung more than the cramps in your belly. The man you just doubted was right here, loving you in the quietest way possible. Yin, really? Your voice cracked, your eyes brimming with tears as you looked up at him. His hands gently slipped out from under the blanket for a moment, brushing the wet streaks from your cheeks. He traced each tear with the pad of his thumb. Then he whispered, Jungkook, I love you, Yin. He whispered, and I know you're just saying this because of your hormones, because you have complaints piling up in your heart. Tell me one by one. I'll make it right. I promise. I won't let you overthink anything. Not a single thing. He leaned down, pressing soft kisses along your forehead, brushing your nose with his, letting his lips hover over your wet eyes. When he moved to your lips, he paused, just letting them meet yours lightly, holding, not fully kissing yet. Yin, don't kiss me, you said, your voice trembling. You don't even remember that you hurt me. You pouted slightly, blinking rapidly as your gaze stayed locked on him. Jungkook, I hurt you. Yin, yes, you said sharply, your voice carrying both hurt and accusation. You didn't even remember calling me childish and spoiled yesterday. You're acting like it didn't happen. Jungkook's eyes widened, his lips parting slightly in shock. He stared at you. He hadn't realized how deeply his words had cut you, and seeing the raw honesty in your eyes made his chest tighten painfully. Jungkook, Yin, do you even remember completely what I said, baby? His eyes were wide, searching your face, and he could tell from the way you looked lost that you were trying to recall. Your lips quivered slightly as you whispered, Yin, yes, you said that I'm childish and I'm not good. He let out a small disbelieving laugh, shaking his head. Jungkook, what? No, baby. What kind of story did your little brain make up when you woke up drunk last night, huh? Your eyes flickered away, heat creeping up your neck. The memories from yesterday came rushing back. The day party with your friends, the endless glasses of alcohol, and how you got so drunk that Jungkook had to come pick you up himself. But when you woke up in the middle of the night, dizzy and hurting, all those half-remembered words twisted in your head. You had started avoiding him since then, thinking he'd insulted you. Yin, don't try to change the topic, you mumbled defensively. Jungkook sighed, a smile tugging at his lips as he wrapped his arms around you tighter. Jungkook, I'm not, oh my god. He chuckled softly, pressing your head against his chest. Then his voice dropped, calm and warm. Sweetheart, I said you're not good with alcohol, not that you're not good. And yes, I said you were childish and spoiled, but I meant it in a teasing way. That I love how cute you get when you're drunk, how you pout and act all spoiled. You have no idea how much I love spoiling you, silly girl. You blinked at him a few times, your lips parting in shock as your embarrassment began to flood in. You quickly lowered your head, hiding your red face in his chest. Yin, that's what you meant. Jungkook, He hummed softly, leaning in to nuzzle his nose against yours. You were stressing over that all day, weren't you? You could have just told me, baby. I'm so sorry, my love. I promise I'll never use those words again. Yin, I am sorry. I was being stupid, you whispered weakly, your voice cracking slightly. He gently cupped your face, forcing you to look at him. Jungkook, hey no, don't say that. You weren't stupid. I get it. Sometimes it's hard to talk about what's hurting you, especially when you are on your periods. It's overwhelming. I know. That broke you. You buried your face into his neck, breathing him in, feeling both comforted and crushed under the weight of your emotions. The truth was, his words had scraped against an old wound you never told him about. Your aunt, the woman who raised you after your parents' death, used to tell you cruel things when you were younger. She said no man would ever love a girl like you, that you were too childish, too dumb, too immature, and you believed her for a long time. You never told Jungkook any of that because you didn't want him to look at you differently. You didn't want him to think that being unloved for so long had made you desperate for affection. But Jungkook already knew more than you thought. He knew your aunt had been harsh, the way you avoided her conversation, and the way you didn't like talking to her, and that your past wasn't soft. But he never asked, never pushed, because he wanted to love you so much that the pain from your past would slowly disappear. He pressed a kiss on your temple and whispered quietly, Jungkook, you're not too childish, you're not too much, you're mine, and I love you exactly the way you are. And just like that, the guilt, the fear, and the doubt all melted away in his hold. Jungkook brushed his thumb gently across your cheek as he whispered near your temple, I'm sorry again, my love. Do you forgive me, please? You shook your head quickly, guilt flashing in your eyes. Yin, no Jungkook, I should be the one saying sorry. Why are you doing it? Jungkook, let me please. I haven't even had a proper kiss since morning. Please just forgive me fast and kiss me already. My lips are feeling lonely. That made you burst into a soft laugh, your cheeks heating up as you buried your face against his chest. Yin, I love you, Jungkook. He smiled instantly, his hand sliding up to cup the back of your head. Jungkook, oh, how I missed hearing that. I love you more than anything. Yin, more than you'll ever know. You lifted your head slightly, your eyes glinting with a teasing light. You leaned forward and placed a small kiss on his chin, then another just beside his lips. Yin, I'm going to kiss you now, you warned softly, smiling playfully. He chuckled at your tone, that familiar spark returning to his eyes. Jungkook, I'm always ready for your kisses, baby. You giggled and finally pressed your lips to his. The moment your lips touched, he hummed desperately, pulling you closer by the nape of your neck. You shifted, climbing onto his lap until you were straddling him completely, your knees brushing against his sides, his arms wrapped tightly around your waist, pressing you flush against his chest. The kiss deepened naturally, slow, hungry, and full of wetness. His hands wandered gently, sometimes threading through your hair, sometimes sneaking under your shirt to trace your skin, sometimes resting on your thighs as if making sure you were really there. You clutched at his t-shirt in return, matching his passion with your own soft desperation. When you finally pulled back to breathe, he leaned his forehead against yours, smiling softly. Jungkook, I love when you're like this, just being yourself, my yin. You're the most beautiful, adorable person in the world, and I'll never stop loving you. You smiled shyly, your eyes dropping as warmth spread across your face. You knew your cheeks were getting red again, so you quickly looked around for something to distract yourself. Your eyes landed on the cup of tea sitting on the bedside table, and you pointed at it. Yin, tea. He let out a soft laugh, realizing you were changing the topic just to hide your blush. His yin had returned, the one who ordered him around without hesitation or shyness. Jungkook, oh, here you go, darling. He carefully lifted you off his lap, settling you gently on the bed before handing you the cup, still warm and fragrant. Jungkook, now, let me take care of you, okay? You nodded, your voice soft and sweet. Yin, okay. That one little word made his heart flutter. He leaned forward again, unable to stop himself, and pressed a trail of quick kisses all over your face, your forehead, your nose, your cheeks, until you were giggling and squirming in his hold. And in that moment, everything felt light again. The tension was gone, replaced by warmth, laughter, and love. You had your Jungkook back, and he had his yin.